there's a tremendous amount of buyers that backed out of the market last year. They just paused. With my team, the expression they used is they ghosted us, right? We had a relationship. We showed them a few properties. Maybe they'd even met with our preferred lender. Things were going well. And then suddenly they just stopped responding. Not a huge surprise when interest rates go up 3% in 90 days. We ran a report in my own company in February of our last 20 escrows. The average escrow, we'd shaken hands first time with that consumer 165 days ago. So that group is re-entering the market. Mr. Quinton, back to you, and I'd love to get Kendall's on this as well, if you're comfortable. What is your best script, email, text, phone call of re-engaging somebody that ghosted you in June?
Yeah, so are we talking about the buy side or seller side?
Buy side specifically.
Buy side? I would say, again, let's look at a script, a text, okay? It's very simple. It'd be like, hi, first name, right? So, hi, Craig. I would say something like, right now, are you still in the market to buy a home this spring? Very simple. I just want to know, are they still in the market? Yes or no, right? The shorter the text can be and the more direct it can be, the better the response is going to be. Now, obviously, they write back, yes. Okay, good. Now I'm going to call them. We're going to get them on the phone. We're going to get back and re-engage them to see if they're back in the market or not. But it's just going to be very simple. Are you still in the market to buy a home this spring?
I want to land on the brilliance of that. People are like, no, that would never work. I had a coach about 15 years ago. At that point, I was buying these horrible web leads from some company that since went out of business. And I had like 10,000 in my CRM. And my coach just simply said, and we'd lost contact with all of them. And my coach simply said, why don't you send every single one of them a text and just say, hey, do you have any intention of buying a home in the next 30 days?
Yeah.
You text 10,000 people. Yeah. And
yeah, I would add on to it too. You could say like, if yes, can we set an appointment this week?
That easy. Yeah. Are you interested in buying a house this spring? What a great text. I think sometimes we overthink when we write this novel and they open it up and we're like, who's this from? And why is this so long? Kendall, anything you do to re-engage some of the folks that might have you've been in a relationship with and then they just kind of disappeared last year?
Yeah. I think I come at it because of, just by working by referral. I am in touch with them pretty regularly, twice a month from just kind of outreach. And then once a quarter by a phone call. And so it's not really ghosting, but it's more what you just said. It's re-engaging. And it's, it's a conversation on how are you doing? What a year. We all weathered it. Thank God it's 2023. Talk to me about where you are now. Are you ready to launch into that, the sale of your home again? Are you ready to launch into the buy side? How can I help you start down that road if this is one of your real estate goals for 2023? And if it's not, if it's 2024, as we discussed, or, there's some kind of history there that we can tap into, how can I help support you in that today? And they're just happy that you called. They're thrilled that they have a realtor who's thinking about them. And it's just an open-ended question. And they usually say, you know what, we decided not to because of this. College was more expensive. The market is dead. We lost a lot in stock market. They just, if you leave it a little open-ended, they just start talking.
Outstanding.
Craig, I'll add, if I can add something here.
Also,
to get a little bit more, urgency out of it, I'll have two for you. Another text we will send is something like, hey, Craig, it's Jeff at KW. We have another seller that just reduced their price, this past weekend or yesterday, and they are looking for an offer. Would you be in the market to come see the home? That's it. Like, we're going to give them, we have a seller just reduced and they're looking for an offer. Can you get together this week to come see it? Right? Very short. The seller side, I'll just throw this in here. Another home just sold in your neighborhood that may affect your price. Would you like an updated valuation?
Awesome.
Everybody raises their hand. Yeah, sure. Right? But it gets you engaged again. Just short little text like that. We do a lot of that.
I like that you keep it simple. I like that you keep it short. I think so frequently we're a coaching company here, RCC is, and we'll have a client that we're working with, a realtor, and it's like, well, I sent 9 texts today. It's like, cool. And we read the text and they're a mile long and it took so long to craft them. Yet with what you're doing, it's so simple, Jeff. It's so repetitive. In that same amount of time, it takes 9 long texts to be sent, which I probably won't get a response from. I can fire out 50 of those quick ones. there's a much higher probability somebody's going to say, timing's perfect. I'm so glad you reached out. I'd love to connect with you. How's tomorrow too? Like, it truly is that simple. We overcomplicate it.